Despite that, there were still some differences in recitation, and over time, multiple qira'at emerged from the Uthmanic text. What happened in the early 900s was that a Muslim scholar by the name of Ibn Mujahid chose 7 of the most popular qira'at, and he canonized them as the 7 standard readings. Now it gets a little bit complicated because, yes?
By the way, I just wanted to point out, it's like the weird thing is, whenever I hear about making changes to the Quran, it's always interesting. It's like, and I haven't talked to Muslims about this, but it's like, I mean, do you believe this guy was divinely inspired to be making these kinds of changes? And then Ibn Mujahid says, well, these 7 have my stamp of approval. And the question is like, Muslims, what do you think about him? Do you think he's like divinely inspired so that this man can actually point to 7 and say, these are the good ones, don't trust the other ones? It's just this weird situation, like, if things are revealed by Allah and Gabriel and Muhammad, and then you've got the original companions, on what basis do these later guys have the authority to even be making decisions about the Quran like this? I've always been interested in that.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Allah says in Surah At-Tawbah chapter 9 verse 32, يريدون أن يطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم ويأبى الله إلا أن يتم نوره ولو كره الكافرون. They want to extinguish the light of Allah with their mouths, but Allah refuses except to perfect His light, although the disbelievers dislike it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says again in Surah As-Saf chapter 61 verse 8, يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون. They want to extinguish the light of Allah with their mouths, but Allah will perfect His light, although the disbelievers, such as David Wood and his friends, dislike it. We as Muslims believe that the Holy Quran been revealed to Prophet Muhammad in 7 different modes and 10 different recitations, and we believe that those all are divine words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Prophet Muhammad recited the Holy Quran in those 10 recitations. Those 10 are Nafi', Ibn Kathir, Ibn Amir, Abu Amru, Asim, Hamza, Al-Kisai. Those are 7. Then later on they added another 3 to them, and those are Khalaf, Abu Ja'far, and Yaqub. And those were all recited in 322 Hijri by Ibn Mujahid himself. Now, he said Ibn Mujahid choose 7 of those qira'at and consider them the 7 qira'at which has his approval, and he point to the 7 saying, these are the good ones, don't trust the other ones. He said that Ibn Mujahid choose only 7 up to the 10 from out of the 10, and he said that those 7 are the good ones, but the rest don't trust them. Now he lie here about Ibn Mujahid, because Ibn Mujahid never said that. What Ibn Mujahid did exactly, he accepted the 10 recitations and 7 modes of the Holy Quran, and he considered them as 7 because he said the 3 that were added, he said that Khalaf is the same recitation of Hamza, so therefore he considered him as one with Hamza. And he said Abu Ja'far recitation is the same recitation of Qalun and Nafi', so therefore he considered them as one. And he said that Yaqub recitation is almost like Al-Kisai, so he considered him as one with Al-Kisai, so therefore he considered them as 7 out of 10. He added those 3 to the 7, so therefore he called them as 7. He never said that he chose only the 7 and don't trust other ones. That's a lie made by them. Ibn Mujahid even authored the book, and he named the book, the title of the book is Kitab al-Sab'a fi al-Qira'at, which means the 7 recitations or qira'at of the Holy Quran. Then after Ibn Mujahid, Al-Shatibi, the scholar al-alim, al-allama al-Shatibi came, and he continued the work of Ibn Mujahid, and he created his own manzumat al-Shatibi, his own system. He called it الشاطبي system. And in this system, he explained in details all those 7 modes and 10 different recitations of the Holy Quran, whom we accepted as a divine words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is, as you see in front of you, this is what we call منظومة الشاطبية, which is the system of الشاطبية that he created in the 7 different modes and 10 different recitations. That's it. See, which was created by الشاطبي. Then after that, he authored the مصحف of القراءات العشر المتواترة من طريق الشاطبية والدرة. This مصحف, he explained الشاطبي with his system that he created, his منظومة. He gave the exact different recitation of the Holy Quran in details, as you see. And I advise each and everyone who is interested in such topic to have a copy of this مصحف, because it is available online. It is القراءات العشر المتواترة من طريق الشاطبية والدرة في هامش القرآن الكريم. So you can read in details the differences between the 7 different modes and 10 different recitations. And for example, here, let's say, you see here we have Surah Al-Fatiha. He's talking first about Malik. He said Maliki, Asim, Al-Kisa'i, Yaqub, Khalaf, they recited as Maliki. But the rest of the 10, they recited it as Maliki. He's talking about As-Sirata. He's talking about As-Sirata by Sin or As-Sirata by Sad, the pronunciation. So my advice for each and everyone, if you can have such copy, it's free online, upload it and use it, inshallah. It's very, very, very beneficial, inshallah.